here with Suzanne Runge. She has just recently completed a leadership seminar. Suzanne, thank you for coming on our show. Can you give us a little information about yourself?
Yes, I'm Suzanne Runge. I've been in, my family is from Trinidad. Lived here in Tampa for a few years now, been all over. I've studied, I went back to USF a couple of years ago and I studied psychology, but I also took leadership classes, which has led me to this certification, this point in my life right now.
Okay, so you're saying leadership. Can you tell us a little bit about that seminar? How long did it take you to complete, and what do you want to do now that you are certified?
Absolutely. It's a leadership program with John Maxwell. John Maxwell has been in the leadership industry for over 45 years. As he developed his own skills, he developed others and training material. He's been used throughout the world by government heads, military, business leaders, religious leaders. He's basically affected millions of people around the world in his lifetime. And he did all of this on his own. Only recently he opened up a certification program where we are now certified to train, teach, and coach on his material using his name. And I went through his program. It was actually a birthday present to myself last year. And I didn't just go through the program. I grew through the program. It may sound very trite, but the program changed my life, okay? Because as I was learning how to teach leadership skills to others, I had to develop my own leadership skills. And I continue to grow because I continue to develop my own leadership skills now.
So you basically teach people how to be better people and grow through leadership.
I can teach in workshops of 50 people or more. I can go into a company and do a one-time seminar for the whole entire company and their staff, or I can do a group coaching with 8 to 10 people at a time. But my absolute favorite is one-on-one coaching, because I get to be more intimate with people and we actually work through some long-term issues so that they can achieve their greatest goals.
Is there a timeline in between how long you take, when the seminars begin, and how long you are with the person?
Over a period of time. We always start with a 1-hour getting to know you session. But a minimum of 6 months is required because it takes about 6 months to see any effectual change in any kind of business strategy. So people usually come to me with their business needs, they want to increase their bottom line in their business, they want to increase their leadership skills, or they may just want to get a promotion within their company. But what they soon find out is that their personal lives and their professional lives overlap each other. And so we end up working together on skills to find a balance, to find their true happiness and their true success.
So you basically teach people how to balance their life and how to be a better person.
Yes, it is, and so that they can be more successful.
Okay.
So yeah, even though we start off with the premise of succeeding in business, we usually have a long-term effect. I'm basically working myself out of a job.
Okay.
And I enjoy that part because I get to help more people. Yes.
Now, how long did it take you to complete your certification?
It took 6 months for the actual certification, but it is a continual training process because I can't expect people to learn something if I'm not doing it myself.
And what motivated you to do something like this?
I'm always interested in bettering myself. I'm a very analytical person, so ever since I was a small child, I could remember stepping back and thinking, how does this affect me? How does it affect other people? How would it make me be better? How can I accomplish this? It's kind of like whenever you're faced with a challenge, you find the joy in getting the result, not in realizing you had the answer all the time. And I like to take the time to step back and reflect on how I accomplished it so I can do it again next time, or maybe even do it again better next time. So it was a natural process for me.
So Susan, what advice would you give to someone thinking about going into leadership, not sure about the transition of leaving their job and, you know, the financial stability and the process it takes to become a leadership coach?
That's a very good question. It's a process that you have to go through. So you always want to start slow. First, you have to research the programs, find which program suits you. I found the John Maxwell program suits me perfectly because he already teaches the beliefs that I personally developed over the years. I'm just using his material to advance myself. And you know, there are people who may believe more strongly with Brian Tracy or Anthony Robbins or people of that caliber. I personally don't. I like John Maxwell because he is more holistic and have a more balanced outlook and is a softer approach of going through life. But for a person who wants to become a leadership person, you know, kind of go through it on the side. Take 4 hours during the week to study, to go through whatever materials that a particular training program has. Just go through it very slowly, intently, and just build your own personal confidence. Start now. That's the other thing that I was always taught. Start now. You are ready now. If you have gotten to the point where you want to be a leadership coach or trainer, you're 3/4 of the way there. So, and you'll be surprised. The things that the reason why the training is such a short period for me, because it's actually skills that I learned when I first went to college 20 years ago, what I learned when I went back to college 2 years ago, and what I learned in the time in between. And so it's just using all of those skills. It's just amazing. People already know all the answers. My job is just to help them become consciously aware of it and how to use it.
All right, if anybody wants to get in contact with you or wants more information on your seminars, how can they get in touch with you?
Someone wanted to get in touch with me, they could simply Google my name, Suzanne, S-U-Z-A-N-N-E, Runge, R-U-N-G-E, or call me at 813-444-9331. And they can call me and leave a message if I don't answer, and I will get back to them as soon as possible. So.
All right, thank you very much, Suzanne. That was very interesting. So thank you very much for coming on our show and being a part of CaribTalk.
No problem. Thank you very much for having me.
That was Suzanne Runge with a leadership seminar on CaribTalk. We'll be right back.